Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Scott Sports Monday Night Football pregame show, Week 3. It is Week 3 Monday Night Football, and the Chicago Bears are battling are scoring off with the Washington Redskins right now, and right now they are up 28-0. Right now, the Chicago Bears are, with 27 seconds to go before halftime. We'll go over all that in just a moment, but first, here is tonight's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football Trivia Question. Which blonde athlete played for the Cincinnati Bengals from 1984 to 1992 before becoming a commentator on Monday Night Football from 98 to 2000? I will have the answer later in the broadcast. Well, it's Monday Night Football, Week 3. Are you ready for some football? The Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins are squaring off right now at FedEx Field in Washington, D.C. So we'll call this a pregame show, halftime show, because it's almost at halftime with 27 seconds to go. And the Bears are leading the Redskins 28-0. And as I just said, with 27 seconds to go before halftime. The Bears are 1-1 coming in to tonight's game, and they're coming off a win against Denver last week. And QB Mitch Trubisky is having quite a game right now. In this game right now, he's thrown two touchdown passes already in tonight's game, and that's why just threw a third touchdown pass, so 3 touchdown passes in this game so far. And that's why the Bears have a big lead right now at almost at the half, 28-0. And I don't think he is not going to let up anytime soon. And I really get that because their offense is really playing well right now, and they really are giving Washington's defense a run for the money, and they are really putting the pressure on Washington tonight. And I really feel I have picked the Bears to win this game tonight, and so that's why I feel the Bears are really going to win this game. I feel I can't go against Chicago, even because they're good. They really get a lot of good wins on the road. I think they're going to get this one on the road. Excuse me. Meanwhile, the Redskins are struggling right now at 0-2 going into tonight's game against the Bears, and they're coming off a 10-point loss in Dallas last week, and right now find themselves in the hole, down 28-0. With 27 seconds to go until halftime. And I think unless the Redskins can find a way to get their act together and really come up with some big plays in the second half, I really think it's going to be a long night for this Redskins team. And the Redskins, they just about struggled, and Colt McCoy is still out with an injury, and Cease Keenum is starting a quarterback for them tonight, and he has yet to throw a touchdown pass. And Washington has just not played well this first half, and they've been giving Chicago way too much room in this first half, I feel. And I got to tell you, I really feel that the Bears have the edge in this game, and they are going to win this game by far tonight. And I just really feel that the Washington is not playing a good game right now. Chicago is really playing one heck of a game right now, and I just feel that the Bears, are really going to have the edge in this game, and I think they're going to come away with the win tonight in this game. I'm going to go over all of yesterday's action from Week 3 right now before we get to the trivia question, so I want to go over that before we get to the trivia question, and we'll start with the one Thursday night. The Jacksonville Jaguars got their first win of the season on Thursday Night Football, 20-7 over the Tennessee Titans at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. And Gardner Kushu the second got the game ball for that one from me, and Leonard Ferrante and DJ Clark as well. And so Jacksonville just had this one in hand from the get-go, and I tip my hat to the Jaguars for this game. The Dallas Cowboys walloped the Miami Dolphins 31-6 at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, or as I like to say, Big D. And I got to give the game ball to Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. I have to give it to them. They get the game balls. The Buffalo Bills beat the Cincinnati Bengals 21-17 at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo. And I got to give it to Josh Allen, Buffalo's quarterback. He played a great game yesterday, and the Bengals, they just could not get their act together. The Detroit Lions came out of nowhere and beat the Philadelphia Eagles on their home field, Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, 27-24. And I got to give the game ball to Matthew Stafford and to Kerryon Johnson as well. I have to give it to both of those guys. And the Eagles, they had a chance to win and just couldn't do it. They just could not capitalize on it. The New England Patriots walloped the New York Jets 30-14, which means the Patriots go to 3-0, and the Jets fall to 0-3. And the Jets just could not get it together, and they just did not have a good game. And Darnold still out with mono, so it was Luke Falk at quarterback, and he did throw a couple of touchdown passes, but the Patriots just walloped him. And Tom Brady and Jared Stone, they get the game balls, and Antonio Brown, they all get the game balls. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Atlanta Falcons at their home field at Lucas Oil Stadium, 27-24. And I got to give the game ball to their quarterback, Jeremy Brissett. And he played a great game. Falcons had a chance, but they were not able to do it. They just couldn't capitalize and come away with the win. The Carolina Panthers got their first win of the season, and they 38-20 over the Arizona Cardinals, and I gotta tell you, they got their first win over the Arizona, as I just said, 38-20, and I gotta give it to the Panthers' backup quarterback. I have to give it to him. And they played a great game. And Cam Newton, he's out with an injury. So I got to tip it to the Panthers. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Oakland Raiders 34-14 at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the Raiders they scored 2 touchdowns, but they faltered in the second half. And I got to give it to the Vikings quarterback. The Baltimore Ravens. I mean the Kansas City Chiefs, beat the Baltimore Ravens 33-28 at Arrowhead Stadium in KC, and the Browns will play the Ravens this Sunday in Week 4. And I have to give the game ball to Patrick Mahomes. I have to give it to him, so he gets the game ball, and he played an awesome game yesterday. The Green Bay Packers beat the Denver Broncos 27-16 at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And Denver had opportunities. They did score a couple of touchdowns, but they had opportunities and chances, but they just could not capitalize on it. And I got to give the game balls to quarterback Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. I have to give to both of them. The New York Giants upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 1 at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, 32-31. And Eli Manning was benched for this game. And I have to give the game ball to their backup, the Giants' backup quarterback. And he just played a great game. So I have to give it to their backup. The New Orleans Saints. They beat the New Orleans Saints 34-17 at Arrowhead Stadium in New Orleans. And I got to give it to the backup. The Giants' backup quarterback. And he just played a great game. So I have to give it to their backup. The New Orleans Saints upset the Seattle Seahawks at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, 33-27. And I have to give it to the Saints' backup quarterback. They came out and they were able to pull away with the win. So I gotta tip my hat to the Saints. The Houston Texans upset the LA Chargers at StubHub Center in LA, 27-20, and it was in the final seconds when it went up to 27-20, and I have to give the game ball to Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. I have to give it to him, as he played a great game. And the Pittsburgh Steelers upset the 49ers. And 24-21 at Levi's Stadium in San Francisco, and they are now at actually 2-1, excuse me, and the Steelers 2-1 and 2, and so I have to give it to the Steelers' backup quarterback. He played a great game with Ben Roethlisberger being out for the season with an elbow injury, and so I tip my hat to him. And the LA Rams, unfortunately, beat the Browns. The Browns lost to the LA Rams 20-13. The Browns came so close to sending this game into overtime last night, and but the Rams forced an interception, and they come away with the win. The Browns they could not do it. They could not make that last play. They weren't making good plays last night in the final 2 minutes, and they had chances to win this game and just could not capitalize on it. And Baker Mayfield did throw one touchdown pass, but he did not have a good game last night. And they need to protect Baker Mayfield and not give the Rams so much room to run. So we'll see what happens when the Browns play the Baltimore Ravens at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore this Sunday in Week 4, and kickoff is at 1 o'clock on CBS 19. Well, it is now time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football trivia question. Which blind athlete played quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals from 1984 to 1992 before becoming a commentator on Monday Night Football from 98 to 2000? And if you said Boomer Esiason, you are correct. Norman Julius Boomer Esiason played in the NFL from 1984 to 1997. While most of his career was with the Cincinnati Bengals, he did spend 2 years with the New York Jets and 1 year with the Arizona Cardinals. And before he went back for 1 more year with the Bengals. Esiason only worked on Monday Night Football for 2 seasons, mostly because of personal conflicts between him and play-by-play announcer Al Michaels. He went on to work for the CBS show The NFL Today, and also doing radio work as well. And now we have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Well, right now, the Redskins find themselves in the hole as the Bears are leading 28-0 at halftime. And I feel the Bears are going to win tonight's game, and they've got the edge. So the Redskins really got to get their head together if they want to try to come from behind and win this. So, well, we'll see what happens in that second half. So that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports Monday Night 101 Monday Night Football pregame / halftime show. So I'll be back with the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football postgame show once the Bears and Redskins game has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.